Start off with my new Kindle. This was a Christmas present from my husband and I have used it pretty much non-stop since I got it on Christmas Day. It has a backlight feature on it, which is handy for me because then if I am having trouble falling asleep, I can read without a blue light and also without keeping a big light on and keeping my husband awake. I would also count Kindle Unlimited as being a favourite as well. I have read so many books on Kindle Unlimited in the past sort of month and a half, mainly thrillers, but there have been the odd sort of thrillers. Kindle Unlimited would probably be worth it for you. And also remember as well, if you have an ebook sort of manager like Calibre, which is really great, you can buy ebooks or get ebooks from whatever source you want to get them, and then you can convert them to the relevant format with Calibre. That's what I do with some books. You know, you might get an email out saying that there's an ebook free through an author's site or something like that. You can download it and convert it to .mobi with Calibre, and then you can read it on your Kindle. And it's also, I suppose, as well, if you were using NetGalley. I'm not using NetGalley yet. I've not requested any ARCs. I don't think I've got enough subscribers for that. But one day maybe I will be downloading them for my Kindle. And then another favourite is my Happy Planner. This is from Mambi, or Me and My Big Ideas. It's the Stargazer planner. Now I need a planner. I am not the most organised of people naturally, so it really does help to have that. And of course it's really pretty. I love the beginning spreads where you sort of talk about what your goals are, what you want to do for the month. If there's anything in particular you know, if there's anything you really want to do or read or anything, you can make a note of it on the checklists. For example, January, one of my sort of things I wanted to check off was I wanted to reach 80 subscribers on YouTube, and I've done that now, so that was really nice to check that off. It's also got, I bought them separate, but it also has this cute little pocket to keep, you know, important documents in. So for example, if I have a letter that I need to deal with, I'll keep it in the front pocket of my Happy Planner until I've dealt with it, and then I can file it away, which sounds really organised. And I also bought this sticker from Redbubble, which is a Court of Thorns and Roses sticker to the stars that listen and the dreams that are answered. I'm obsessed with that quote. I haven't been so obsessed with a quote in a very long time, but I just love it, and I bought a bag with that on it as well. So yeah, so Happy Planner, you can get them in different layouts, I believe. I did have one that had like a weekly spread, but I found that I didn't use it as much, and then I felt guilty for not using it. So the sort of check off list format works out so much better. And then I'm going to talk about, it's a book and it's a TV show, and I'm going to talk about Good Omens. Now this is the TV companion, and as you can tell, it's a really good looking book. I read Good Omens many years ago, probably when I was in uni, so about 15 years ago, and absolutely loved it. It made me laugh, just exactly my sense of humour. I love Terry Pratchett and Neil Gaiman's writing, so it just worked out really well for me. And when the news was announced that they were finally going to do the TV series, because they'd kind of talked about it for a while, I was really excited because I thought, well, Neil Gaiman's involved, you know, he'll keep it on track. And he did. I think the casting of Michael Sheen and David Tennant was just excellent and inspired. I loved it. I have watched the series through quite a few times, and I got the series as well on Blu-ray for Christmas, and I've also got this. I'm probably going to get the script book as well, if only because I'm very completionist and I would like it to sit alongside that on my shelves. Now, a couple of sort of beauty things related. My favourite lipstick that I've been wearing so far is this Wet n Wild Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit in Rebel Rose. It's a really nice, just darker than my normal lip colour. Lasts a long time, doesn't feel really drying on the lips like a lot of liquid lipsticks do, and they're now available in the UK. I know, especially in the Boots near me, you can now buy Wet n Wild, which is a pretty recent development. I also like their bronzer, which is really nice. They've got a non-shimmery bronzer and they've got a shimmery bronzer. I like them both, but I would recommend the Liquid Catsuit formula. They are, I believe, about £6 each, and I would say they're pretty worth it compared to like a Jeffree Star lipstick or something like that that runs you about £16 or £17, and also you're not supporting Jeffree Star, which is probably a bonus. And also beauty related is the Tati Beauty Texture Neutrals Volume 1 palette. I just think this is so gorgeous, and it's a great everyday palette. I mean, I'm wearing it on my eyes right now. I don't know if you can see, but like I've got some of the glitters on just now, so it's not like really everyday. But I think that the colour stories are so good. Like you can go have like, you know, nice daytime, you just swipe one of the metallics over your lid and blend it out a little bit and you've got something really pretty. Or, you know, you can go a little bit more all out with like these purplish colours on the end. And also the mirror is wonderful. It's huge and great for doing your makeup in. So I think I probably will be travelling with that palette the next time I go anywhere. I'll take that with me because it's so good. So also in lifestyle, I have been eating a lot more vegan food. It was Veganuary. I didn't do Veganuary strictly, but I did sort of cut out meat pretty much from my diet completely, and I've cut out quite a lot of dairy, not completely, but I'm getting there. So we're heading in the right direction, and I have been obsessed with the Marks and Spencer's Plant Kitchen cauliflower popcorn bites. I'll put a picture in here. It's just like cauliflower in a batter and then you put it in the oven and it goes crunchy, but it is the absolute tastiest thing that I have had in ages, and I'm obsessed with it. So I do recommend that. I've also tried from the Plant Kitchen the cashew mac and cheese, which I wasn't as keen on. The mac bites, which I do like, and what else was it that I ate? The dirty fries, the dirty vegan fries are so good. I highly recommend them. Highly recommend the M&S Plant Kitchen range. It is a little bit pricey, but I'm gonna try and find some alternatives, as they do like a popcorn cauliflower as well apparently, but it hasn't been in stock any time that I've gone to buy it, so that's unfortunate. I've also done an order with the Vegan Kind supermarket for some bits and pieces that I wanted to try, like some alternative square sausage. Square sausage, if you're not Scottish, is funnily enough sausage shaped like a square, but it's like pork and spices and things like that. It's quite, tastes quite different to sort of link sausage, but if you're Scottish, you'll have eaten probably square slice at some point in your life. And they had a vegan square slice, so I wanted to try it because one of my main issues with meat is the texture. Like obviously ethical issues as well, but the texture bothers me so much. So I'm wanting to try that and see how I get on. And last of all, my last favourite, non-bookish favourite anyway, is my sewing machine that my mum bought me for Christmas. I have used it a lot. I've made eye masks and little pouches and things like that, and I've got some bigger projects sort of in the works that I'm going to be doing, some sort of wearable projects. I'm still hand sewing this Shanice. It's just taking me so long because I do it when I'm sitting in front of the TV, and I can only do it for so long before the puppy needs attention. So it's taking me a bit longer, but we'll get there. I'm not in any rush. There's nowhere that I'm going to be wearing the 18th century chemise other than in photographs, and then I'm going to move on and do a set of stays, which reminds me of another favourite. Locate it. This is the 18th century, sorry, the American Duchess Guide to 18th Century Dressmaking. You might have heard of American Duchess if you are involved in historical sewing at all, but it's so interesting, and most of it is aimed at being hand sewn, which I think is so cool. So I do have plans to do a set of stays which is from an American Duchess pattern, but it's a Simplicity American Duchess, and then I'm going to move on and do some stays and then finally a dress. So it might all go horrifically wrong, but it might not. It might turn out to be absolutely beautiful. I hope it does. So I'm going to put this back. And you might have also noticed that my shelves have been rearranged. I have tidied everything up and sort of organised it a bit better, which I like so much. So yeah, I think that's everything. I'm going to be doing a couple of reviews as well soon, and we shall see what else. I've got a bit of a rant review coming up, so we'll see how that goes. But anyway, it's been fab talking again. Take care. Bye bye.